happening right now. We have a press conference going on. We are going to go to this. They are talking about the death investigation in Port St. Lucie. Let's listen in.
We came over here and we found a male deceased inside the residence. Obviously, it's under suspicious circumstances right now. I'm not going to release the manner of death or age or anything like that. We're still trying to get in touch with family. So that's what we're out here right now to do. And we got major crimes on scene. Our crime scene units out here as well. And as you can see, the officers are also canvassing door to door, speaking to any neighbors that might have any information. We urge anybody with any information to come forward. That's why I'm so thankful to have our media partners out here right now, kind of get this information out, see if anybody knows anything, especially in the last 24, 48 hours.
Did the man live alone?
I believe he has a family.
What made it seem suspicious?
Just the manner of death, which I don't want to get into right now, but doesn't appear to be any type of self-inflicted injury.
Are you saying this is a confirmed homicide, or?
We're not going as far as saying it's a homicide right now, but it is definitely suspicious, and we want to, get in contact, find out a little bit more information about the individual and what happened during the last 24, 48 hours.
When was he last seen? You mentioned that the co-workers or a business or whatever we worked at last saw him. Do you know when he was last seen at work, or the last folks to have, I guess, seen him?
It's definitely been a couple days. I don't know the exact time frame, but enough for them to become concerned and to contact us and have us come out here.
Is that why they called? Because he hadn't showed up to work?
Correct. No one was able to get in contact with him.
Did they say if there were any warning signs of any potential relationship issues or family issues leading up to this? Or
My knowledge, no.
Was anyone else home?
To my knowledge, no. Not when we arrived here today.
The identity of the deceased, are you releasing that, or have you
We're not going to release it at this time, including the age right now, just from the fact that we're just trying to get in touch with the next of kin. And once we do that, we'll be able to release more information, hopefully later today.
What about his employment?
I don't know that at this time.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on what your investigation looks like now going forward?
So right now, the investigation moving forward is try to find out as much information about the individual, find out what the time frame was the last 24, 48 hours, what his activities were. We're trying to obviously talk to as many neighbors as possible. Obviously, this is a residential, pretty well-populated neighborhood. Just try to get as much information as we can and try to come up with exactly what happened to this person, what led to his death.
Do you know how long he's been deceased?
Don't know at this time.
You mentioned this gentleman evidently lived here with other family members. Have you been able to speak? Apparently not.
So we haven't been able to speak to next of kin yet, but we do believe he did live here not by himself.
Like those people weren't here when you guys arrived?
Correct.
Are those, do you know who those folks were? Was it like a roommate or a spouse?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to, this is very breaking news in terms of we just got out here a couple hours ago, so we're trying to get as much information as we can about the individual, trying to talk to neighbors, see exactly, who lived here, going through all the normal channels that our detectives do. They're very good at finding out information about people's histories. But once we get in touch with the next of kin, I think we'll be able to put a few more pieces together and have more information for you, hopefully later this afternoon.
How do you know he lived with someone?
That's just what the signs are showing right now and what the people we've been talking to.
Chief, you mentioned talking to people, going around here, seeing all the detectives going door to door, talk about how the old-fashioned police work of just knocking on a door is going to make a big difference here.
Yeah, well, anytime we have a situation like this, it's all hands on deck, and we have a pretty big detective bureau. So our major crimes is taking the lead right now, but it takes more than just one person coming out here, and there's a lot of things to do, a lot of tasks at hand. But our supervisors are very good at keeping track of everybody, make sure everybody's being held accountable and doing their jobs at a high level. So I have the utmost confidence in them doing their jobs, and just thankful they're out here today. And we get we have a very supportive community in Port St. Lucie. We have neighbors that, the community really trusts the police here. I think that's a reflection of the job we do and the community policing that we do here. And they're very forthcoming with information. They don't withhold information from us, especially in cases like this. So, obviously the neighbors are all pretty stirred up seeing as many police officers out here, detectives out here. They want to help, they want to know what's going on. And again, thank you to our news partners here for getting this information out. I wish I could tell you more right now, but we are trying to protect the investigation to, number one, confirm, see if it is a homicide. We're still not there yet, but it is suspicious enough for us to be out here and put these type of resources here. But once we have more information, we want to be as transparent as possible, get the information out to you, and hopefully come to a resolution.
Is there a time frame on when you guys might be able to provide an update?
I'm sure we'll provide an update later this afternoon. Our PIO will be working with everybody, but right now it's breaking news.
The gentleman, the person who's found inside the house, where was he found? You say like in the bedroom or a kitchen?
I don't want to reveal that just right now. So, just again to protect the investigation and any information we have to move forward on. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.